And my son, was it your first or second cast?
Yeah.
First cast. Gotta start us off with a nice 2-pounder. We're on a cloudy, windy day, storms coming later. We're on Lake Minnetonka, famous lake in Minnesota in the West Metro area of the Twin Cities. And we're gonna try to highlight a day of catching likely largemouth bass like that, northern pike and sunfish. And then we're gonna have lunch at one of the establishments on the lake, weather allowing. Good job, buddy. We'll get a picture of that. Hey, got one here on a Senko wacky rig. Beautiful one here. Just got bit off by a big pike on this a minute ago. Had to re-rig. We'll show the rig, we'll get a picture of that fish, and we'll show that rig, and we'll be back at him. Hey there, fighting another one. Oh, it's a big pike picked up the Senko. Not big, but a nice 5-pounder probably. I think we'll get a net under him and we'll be back. He's not hooked as bad as I thought, right up in the top of the mouth, right where you want him. Did get my Senko though. But yeah, 3-4 pound pike. Bonus fish out here in a lot of the same places as the bass. All right, my son Parker's got one here. Got a little weed with it too. It's a nice one on the wacky rigged Senko. Oh yeah, that's a beaut. Get a picture of that one, and we'll get him back. All right, we got a picture, and we'll get him back. Okay. All right. Thanks for the fun, buddy. He didn't splash you. Yeah. Nice job, pal. Hey, got another one here on a wacky rigged Senko. Clouds are starting to kind of break a little. We're totally cloudy this morning. Now we're kind of cloudy sometimes, not others. There. Ooh, got him hooked perfect right in the corner of the mouth. He threw my Senko on the jump though. It's humid. Got storms coming later. Oh, he's been eating. Got a full belly. So we're expecting a good bite here. Pike and largemouth. We're fishing by, I'll have the Parker pan. We're fishing by one of many channels. I'm gonna put this bass back while he's showing that. Lake Minnetonka is a series of bays and lakes connected together by channels, and as the lake was developed and houses popped up all along it, then bridges were built over these channels. Some of these channels were dredged out, some were there naturally, some were added to, and then bridges for all the roads getting to all the homes around the lake. So we're fishing, these channel areas are really good. We got some hard bottom up by shore, and then we've got a trench where the channel is, and then shallower around that, and weeds, cabbage and grass here. So these are good spots. We like to fish some of these. Hey, got another one here. So in that same channel area, right at the top of the mouth. Weeds with him. A little smaller than some ones we got, but still way fish for a tournament, 1.5-pounder. Nice fish. I'll just show the talk about the rig a little bit here. We got some grass on here. So wacky rigging a stick worm or a cigar worm. This is actually a Senko brand. I'm using a band. Try to reduce the number of baits lost. I'm actually putting a band around the Senko. I'll get it rigged up here and then putting the hook under the band. You tend to lose view, or you can just put the hook directly through the Senko, but after a couple of fish, they tend to come off, especially when the fish are jumping. I've got a 2-aught called a BMC Wacky hook. This is a blue and black Senko Yagiri Yamamoto Senko brand, 5-inch stick worm or sky worm. And then I've got a fluorocarbon leader, 20-pound test, to a small barrel swivel, help with line twist, and then 14-pound Berkeley fire line, crystal on the main line. Fishing that on a 7-foot 1-inch St. Croix Mojo bass. It is a medium power, fast action, so not much bend in the tip, so you get a good hook set. And then I've got a Fluger President spinning reel on there with the 14-pound fire line on there. All right, got a nice one here. You got a bunch of weeds with him too. This is a nicer one again. Shoot, broke me off. I should have bent down to lip him. Yeah, I see the hook will get it out. All right, on that blue and black flecked Wacky Rig Senko again. Nice fish. We'll get a picture of him and we'll get him back. We're stacking them up pretty good here. Hey, we moved spots. It's another type of spot I like to try. You'll see some hazard markers around us. It's a big, shallow, a harder bottom flat, and then it drops off quick. That's not a bad one. Drops off quick to deep water, and right at the top of that drop off, where the firm bottom still is, there's cabbage and grass. It rolls down that drop off. Caught that guy on the Wacky Rig Senko again. And then as it gets deeper and softer down that drop off, then that changes to thicker weeds like milfoil. And we're just working that cabbage and grass, in about 6 feet of water, kind of just as the drop off is starting off the hard bottom. There's lots of places on Tonka like that as well, and those are always good spots to look. Sunfish bed up on those hard bottom areas, and then they move into those sparser weeds after they're done, and the bass are just waiting there to intercept them. Hey, got pushed once and he missed it, and then he hammered it again. Got a largemouth bass on a spinnerbait here, and wow, he bit funny. He hooked his mouth closed and went through both his top and bottom jaw. There we go. It's the little guy. But we've caught a few bass on and some pike on spinnerbait. It's just a Berkeley line twist here. A little Berkeley. This is their power bait spinnerbait. That skirt is infused with power bait scent. It's a tandem axle, 1/2 ounce, got a gold willow leaf and a silver Colorado blade, and we're just buzzing that through the tops of the cabbage. Hey, got another on a jumper here on the 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. Oh, and he threw it right there at the boat. Oh well, that was about a 1.5 pound, 2 pounder. Drilled that 1/2 ounce white spinnerbait again. Guess I should have got lazy there. I should have reached out and grabbed him. I thought I could swing him. All right, we got some fish in this cabbage patch here, and they're aggressively chasing spinnerbaits. Hey! Oh, he came off too, a jumper, but a small pike, a couple of pounds. So, we got pike and bass aggressively chasing the spinnerbaits here. My son had a nice largemouth here on the spinnerbait. He's going to reach down and grab it and not get lazy like I did and have it come off trying to hoist it. Good job, buddy. Hit that Berkeley power bait spinnerbait again. We'll get a picture. That's a nice one. Okay, and back he goes. Thanks for the fun, pal. Good job, buddy. Hey. Well, we always like to spend our last hour or so on Lake Minnetonka chasing the panfish out here, sunfish and crappies. Got a nice bluegill here. We don't need any fish to eat. That'd be a beautiful one to eat. That looks good. My favorite search bait when we're searching for panfish is this. It's a play off the old beetle spin from when I was a kid. Make them, put the components together myself. This is just a 1/16 ounce moon eye jig, and then I've got a small little number one size jig spinner on there, and then I've got a Berkeley. This is a power bait ripple shad. It's just a small little paddle tail that's power bait infused. I have a little snap, called a quick snap on there, fast snap, and a little liter of fluorocarbon to a barrel swivel to help with tangling, and then 4-pound test Berkeley Fireline Crystal on a St. Croix Fluger combo. It's a St. Croix Panfish series. This is an 8-footer with a moderate action. So as I'm reeling that, slow rolling that spinnerbait along, that rod will give when a sunfish or a crappie's hitting it, so you can get them hooked. And then the line is just on a Fluger President, small little ultra-size spinning reel. We're just slow rolling that through the weed tops in cabbage, looking for fish. If we find fish in a spot, then we can go to a slip bobber technique with a jig and a soft plastic under that. And my son Parker, he's got a nice bluegill on that jig spinner search bait. That's a nice one there, buddy. He's a feisty one too. He's not happy. Okay, again, we don't need fish, but on some days we'll put 10 of those in the live well to finish up the day and go home and have a fish fry. But we're gonna eat on the lake today, so we're not keeping any fish today. Nice job, pal. All right, my son Parker hoisting aboard another nice bluegill on that jig spinner again. It's 3 in just a couple minutes in a general area here. So we're definitely on a little school level, not a boy. Again, he's using a 7-foot St. Croix Panfish edition. He's got the ripple shad on the jig spinner, like me. He's got a different color. He's got a purple and white. I've got a silver and black minnow looking one, but same Fluger spinning reel, 4-pound test fire line. Good job, bud. All right, we got here another nice bluegill. Nice solid 8-incher there. Always a fun way to wrap up the day, and if we wanted a fresh lunch, boy, those fried up in the pan, breading and seasoning would be awfully good. Hey there, we're sitting on a patch of cabbage here, and not far from where Sonny's would have bedded on Harbor Bottom, and it's full of them. They seem to want the moving bait. They seem to want this jig spinner a little more than the jig under the bobber. They're just kind of nipping at that. All right, well, we're calling it a day fishing, talking about how good bluegills are fried up. What a great meal. It made us hungry. But we're going to eat on the lake. Lake Minnetonka is such a cool place. There are a bunch of places like this that are restaurants and bars right on the lake, and they have docks. You can motor up to the docks, tie up, and go in and eat. Our favorite one is this one. This is called Lord Fletcher's. They've got an inside restaurant and bar area, but their outside area is called the Wharf. And we love coming here, and we especially love coming here on Mondays, like today, because they have daily specials, and they call the one on Monday Manic Monday.
and they have a huge grill set up out on the wharf, and they're grilling third-pound burgers there. You get a plain burger or a cheeseburger, and then all the fixings, onions, lettuce, tomato. Order a basket of fries to go with it, and sit outside. We like to sit right over here at these tables here, and just continue to enjoy the beautiful day outside, having a great burger and fries. So we're gonna pull up into the docks here and tie up and go have some Manic Monday burgers at Lord Fletcher's Loon Lake Lodge on Minnesota's Lake Minnetonka.